Hello and welcome to Scholar Coaching. If you'd also like to participate, follow the link below and access the replay inbox. In there, go ahead and drop your replay file, ball chasing link, or YouTube video of you playing your preferred game mode, and mention your competitive rank or 6-man's rank if possible. If any of this doesn't make any sense to you while watching the video, feel free to follow up on my Scholar School of Learning series in my video playlist. We go over all the basic ideas and general rotations that are talked about in these replay analysis. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy. Takes kickoff. Side boost grab, ball cam on. Get it on a little bit earlier, but that was good. Good awareness. Comes in, gets it down the wall for follow-up. Not the greatest overall. This is a tough spot to be in a lot of times because Maroney here is recovering in the corner. And so if you were to hit this and it's not a shot on net, then there's no way that Maroney can follow this up if it's going towards net in any way or get back into midfield to where you can shoot it. This has to be a solo play, especially in twos. You really need to focus on the solo play here. And half the time, you just want to focus on getting possession or buying any time, right? And so ideally, this is a lot of free space and a free ball. This guy's landing over here on the left. He's falling down. This ball's coming down here in the right corner. Just go ahead and catch this. Take it up the wall. Solo play from here. Or, you know, on the catch, chip it so you can then follow up on the rebound to get a redirect, however you want to do it. There's a lot of options here. You can even wind up for the bounce. Just take a direct shot. That's also really strong. The main thing is, like, you just don't want to jump in and bang it against this corner, though, or into the corner, because that just allows him to recover and get this touch on you. At the same time, it doesn't buy a lot of time for Maroney to rotate out because now it's cleared over both of you, and you're both kind of stuck, right? You need to buy time for Maroney at the bare minimum, or at the very, if you can, ideally, get a play that leads into their goal somewhere, punishes them, or puts a lot of pressure on their net so their recovery or their clear isn't the strongest. Boom, chip, demo, nice. What a fat demo, great choice. Rotate out here. Through, touch, over, okay. 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 A lot of weirdness over the net here, but you guys rotated well together. You had a good awareness, couple whiffs, you know, a couple of challenges that could have been better overall, but you guys make sure you took turns at that, forced them off with time, and made it happen. You let Maroney have that, you cut, get the extension, nice, I love the clear. Could get better possession on this if you don't pre-flip into it the same way. You can see both the opponents, right? So a bang on their net can be really powerful and it's very worth. At the same time, in case they turn out because they see your free touch, generally you're just going to go for a control touch on this and just get it chipped in front of you so you can follow it up with an air dribble, or in the same way a catch that takes you up the wall, or just take it up the wall yourself for control, something that leads you with time. This ends up just being a bang out to them, and it's not the most beneficial overall. It just ends up going right into his hands, right? So overall, not a terrible thing, just not the best you could have done. Could have easily gotten the possession there. You saw the space, you had the opportunity. Maroney takes over, you go and get in the corner for him, nice. Take the corner boost from him. At this point, you and Maroney are stuck in the same spot. Ideally here, honestly, I would say just full stop as the second you land, turn around and start heading towards your net right now so you can turn up this wall here. And you didn't really need that boost, you had 70 the whole way through. If you could save this boost somehow for Maroney on his recovery, so where now he drives over, gets the boost, bounces off, and he challenges it over here, then they throw it away and you could still turn into this, that'd be ideal. But like I said, what it is, if you do happen to take this boost deal because you have the momentum, that's fine. It's not a huge deal. Not ideal, but not a big problem either. Just make sure you are pre-turning back in towards the net or away from this play. Get out of this play. You don't want to be stuck with Maroney here in the corner, in twos especially. It's just way too risky. Get yourself turning back towards the net right now. You're driving straight. You should have been pre-turning back in a little bit before this. And that way you can go back up the wall sooner, get this touch a lot smoother and over to Maroney's side, so you're more effective in general to getting it to a teammate or getting a clear out to their side. Boom, over, done, corner, grasp, catch, okay. Nice. That 50 is okay. Not ideal for the most part. Ideally, try to get this 50 to where you can blow it into the left side wall, not over and through him. Over and through him is really dangerous as last man back, especially in twos. It ends up leading for them to get an opportunity of goal. If you can, just scrap around a little bit faster, get it into this left wall and corner. And then if this guy takes a shot from here, that's a lot less dangerous than him getting a rebound that goes in front of net for a follow-up, right? We don't want to give him that opportunity. In the same way, if you can get the chip and immediate flick, so like chip, and then you start flicking it the second after you get that pickup, and you get it over him, that's also fine. But you're just a little slow on the uptake on that, and so it's not exactly perfect. As you would expect. Anyway, force back, Maroney gets there in time, that's great. You get a corner boost, you're blazing your way up into the midfield here. Little aggressive to be super wide like this. You already have 100 boost. I'd recommend putting yourself closer to midfield so you have more control of the midfield, right? Get yourself on this diamond. Now your post, if the pass comes in across, this is basically when it's last going to be shootable anyway, so there's no need for you to be that wide. And then that way, if it ends up failing, you start a shadow back with the home run, you take over, and you're quicker into this play or a little more adjustable so you can come in, wrapping in, rather than coming straight across all the way from their corner, right? So really aggressive in the positioning there. The idea is not exactly bad. It's okay for you to be pretty aggressive in that play because it is a 2v1. They are retreating. They don't have a great counterattack, but the main thing is you want to be available for basically the wide range of options, not just the one. Similar to here, right? You come straight across the center line, and then you turn in ending behind Helmaroni, rather than trusting any kind of 50 or expecting a failure. If this ball pinches towards your net, you're going to show up late. If it goes in front of net, you're also going to show up late. All you're really gaining here is if Helmaroni fakes it, they roll it to you, and then you get a free ball, which would have been a sick play if that was the plan, but that's not what Helmaroni's doing, right? Helmaroni's taking the 50. You stay a little bit farther back, like right here. If it bangs, you'll be a little bit quicker ahead of it, so when you turn in, you're not underneath the ball, so you have to go around and back around, right? You're going to be a bit easier to get there on time. And if it goes back in the mid, you can turn in and be aggressive if you want to, right? This position here over this position here. Be a little bit farther back, a little more casual on the way across. And then in a lot of cases, you can have a momentum coming from outside post line here, right? Here's the bounce. You can turn in, you go up, you dust him, you shoot it, right? Much easier shot to get. You get a great shot here either way. Good job being there. But we can make that easier so it's more consistent and you'll use less boost. Coming through. Okay. Close to the shot. Huge to stay ahead of it a little bit longer here. So when you come in, make sure you turn more direct towards the net. And then if you need to turn in and adjust with a side flip, I mean, it is what it is. Just keep on practicing these overall reads. You'll just get better at them as time goes and you keep on putting the time into them. Good shot. Good try at the shot, though. Good position. I like the idea. On the kickoff, facing the left side during the 50 is not really ideal to me in most cases, but not really a bad thing as long as your teammate has a strong 50 and kickoff that you can trust. Not super bad. When you fake it and you start to force this pass here, if you want to turn in and go for this, you need to make sure you line up straight for his pass and just cover, you just drive into this, right? If he hits it over you or around you, there's just not much you can do to it. You just want to make sure you cover the direct shot, right? And force this away from the direct line, and that way you're cutting off the far right side of the net. In most cases, though, when you fake this and go to corner, try to cover net first and just wait for the shot and then get the save, right? Just cover this right side here instead and just go straight for the save. If he goes slow, then engage him so he flicks over you to get it over to Helmaroni. And those further opportunities. You come in, 50 through, okay. Okay, recovery there is pretty good. Nice job accelerating into this. You can 50 him. That's pretty good. Helmaroni has it. Nice. Careful about boosting down the wall there. Now you're just awkward up close, right? Just take your time next time. There's no need to boost right here, but just like let it happen. Just drive casually. A little farther back, you see cuts. This guy has a good challenge in. You face in, boom, around. You can wait for the catch. You could go up for it and hit it over him, right? Whatever you want to do. You might have to give up that corner boost, but it is what it is. Rather than just giving him the shot and taking the corner boost, right? It's a little awkward. Especially when they're taking a 50 though. If you are going to go for the corner boost on this play, make sure you come in a little more aggressive to start so you can wrap towards net. And that way when this ball comes over here, you're able to turn in and go for an immediate hit rather than facing and turning away from it from underneath and just being awkward, right? Put yourself towards the defensive line there, especially as last man back in those moments. Fortunately for you, he didn't shoot that. He just put it on the backboard. Okay, that was sick, but Helmaroni should have had a free line on that. You don't need to do that. Just focus on the recovery next time if you can. Nice shot. Close. Good job not committing to it. For the most part, it's not super worth it, but you really shouldn't be jumping for this in most cases. The second that it ends up being awkward or hazy for you, you just take your time to wrap around, then go for it if they're not showing up. In a lot of cases, though, when you're landing here, just start to slow down more and more, and just keep yourself in the center so you can just go up and then shoot it immediately. The second you're always trying to play behind the play or behind Helmaroni. Play ahead of him a little bit. Play for the opportunity that leads into the net or the next opportunity that will turn into a goal. You're constantly playing for the chance that he ends up just messing up. And everyone's trying to improve, and as you get higher in ranks, less and less people will mess up. You're just going to be behind the play constantly. Try to be ahead of it a little bit more. Like right here, you're being ahead of it, but this is too much. Rotate out here, right? The opponent has a good challenge. Come straight out. If Helmaroni has a good possession, you can turn in now. He now makes the pass to you when you're heading in midfield, or the same way, right? If you're watching the opponent when you're turning in, boom. So you'd be coming out, turn in. Oh, opponent has it, you turn neutral, then you're out, and then you're up, and then you save it, right? Or it's already out, so you take your time, you come through, you get the catch here, same thing that you're already getting, and it's basically the same play, just safer from the get-go because you can save all the options. Good demo. Nice choice. What a play. Okay. Nice. Good job reading that, getting ahead of it again. Little panicky here. Understandably, Helmaroni wasn't all the way back yet, but a little panicky. Again, you're waiting for a pass. If Helmaroni was going to pass it to you, you would see him wind up or do something here, right? So you go into midfield, you're like, oh, Helmaroni could pass this to me. He's driving straight into the ball. If he was going to pass, he might have waited to come off the wall here, so then you can set up for the pass. At this point, he's going straight down the lane. Just slow down. Be a little more casual here. When it comes to being ahead of the play, you need to actually read a pass. This is not a pass. He's not passing you here. He's solo playing. He's going for the 50, right? Stay ahead of the play. The play is going to be either a shot or a failure. There was no pass happening there. You pre-jump this. Staying ahead of the play doesn't mean to pre-jump it, right? Just keep yourself under control. Face in. Here's the pass. Now you're up. Now you shoot, right? There's plenty of time to shoot this if the back pass is good. If it's bad, you don't want to be pre-jumping this because then it's a free goal for them. Don't give them a free goal. This is twos. Nice. Oh, close. Helmaroni almost had that. Real quick for Helmaroni's sake. Okay, good job of getting half loads back out. Use your boost. Confidence. You got it. That was actually a really great line. Great pacing. You just hit the brakes instead of boosting there or getting yourself ahead of it or staying ahead of it and getting that block. You just ended up tapping the brakes too much and not using the boost to push back into it. Okay, you pre-bail, that's fine. Corner misses there, Helmaroni cuts. A little awkward. Good read. That's fine. Nice shot. Well done. Good patience there. You had space, you utilized it. That was a great job. Okay. When you choose to leave here, you got to commit out and tell their next hit attempt. And so generally staying wide here is fine, but then turn back towards net to come in this way and then through, right? You're turning away because you're scared because you're too aggressive. If you stayed a little bit further back, knowing that Helmaroni lost possession, faced in, here's the hit, now you're up, and then you engage from like this, that's fine. If you want to turn away, that's okay as well. Just turn in midfield first, cover net, and then push in through. If you want to turn that to a cross pass, you can always just wait a little bit longer, not a big deal. They gave you a lot of space. Ouch. Ah, really unfortunate. Generally here, when you land, the side boost isn't there. I guess you're going for the bump, that's fine. Just snap turn and go back into mid immediately. Just boom, back into mid this way, right? Wrap yourself around into mid and then follow through, grab your pads out, back post in, face, through from behind Helmaroni. Very similar engagement, you know, maybe a better engagement for you, depends. But you get the same exact idea if you want. Okay. Pre-jumping for a dunk in twos can be very risky. That's a situation that turns into it. Your recovery, your extension goes for a very long time. At this point, there's not really much more to chase. I don't know, maybe you could have demoed him. He's going for more of a vertical. You kind of just misread that. If you got the side boost instead, just gave him that touch, it could have turned out to more in general. Because then you had the boost for the follow-up a little bit earlier, probably an earlier goal. Good try. Yeah, the pinch just pays out. It's just not the easiest to read for a shot. Bang. Again, you're crossing over post line and getting a little too aggressive, right? If you have to turn away, you're too aggressive. Just stay neutral. Neutral line, you know, facing across the line, going slow. And that way, as they're banging it, you can turn in, up, and then throw it off to the side. Or, because you're neutral line, you can turn away, up, be backboard through, right? Outside post lines is really important. If you just stay outside these post lines around diamond here, boom, around, go backboard, drive, catch it, vertical up, clear it, right? Whatever you want to do. Through. Good demo. I love your demo choices. You have a lot of great demo choices. Don't be afraid to utilize that more often. Nice. Good save on Helmaroni. Good job taking over. Good bump. Pad. Touch. Okay, your double jump barrel needs to work there. You're not pulling back until after the double jump. Get yourself into free play and just focus on getting that aerial practice like I've showed in previous videos before. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just tell me now, and I'll remind you what it is. But you need to work on that double jump barrel. You got to pull back before the first jump. That was just really sloppy. You could be there a lot faster. You could be quicker into that double jump aerial. Boom. Oof. All right. Once you trust Hell Maroni to force this for you, you should isolate a little bit more. Use your boost and then wrap in, and you can turn it in and engage this, or because you're a back post or you're chilling, you let him shoot, and then you get the save because it's a bad shot. Waiting for the shot could be really dangerous because it's a good shot. There's nothing you can do. Ideally, you want to isolate yourself so you can turn in for the failed play. Boom, in, up, save, or through 50 and put it off to the side, right? Get anything off to the side. That's really beneficial. You end up pre-jumping for a save because you're net, you're stuck, right? It's not the best shot in the world. You could have waited at the same time if he banged it, even if you did pre-jump, if he banged it away from you, that's still a free goal. There's not much you can really do about that. Anyway, next.
Don't rotate third or extend midfield. Chase the ball like a fucking animal. Be a man.